Sorry about this stick bugged, by the way. Sorry, not sorry. I get stick bugged. Anyway, welcome to Multit0mt0m, and we're gonna continue. Why does he think they fake space? Load faster.
NASA
Thank you.
committed the most fraudulent event in human history. They claimed that they had sent 3 men to the moon.
And that is correct. They did send 3 men to the moon. There is footage of them going to the moon. And it's actually harder to stage the moon landing than go to the moon by itself.
Where 2 of those men descended to the lunar surface, walked around a bit, took some photographs, then blasted off from there, and
pretty much it was just we wanted to land on the moon, and now they did it. They landed on the moon.
back to Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Cool
Yeah, right. Oh, cool
story, bro.
Okay, moon landing was faked as a cool story. Okay, first, to fake the moon landing, you have to use a special type of lasers for the light, which is super expensive and more than the NASA's entire budget back then. And yeah, they cannot create that amount of light. So no, it's actually harder to create the moon landing back then than to go to the moon itself. So yes, they went to the moon themselves. It's harder to fake it back then.
What about all the people who work for NASA? Are they all lying? No, not really. Those technicians who you see on the picture, they go to work, they're given specifications to build a contraption like the one you see on the picture, and
yeah, and they're building a contraption for no reason. They're working hours a day for no reason. Just they're not. It's like a space was fake, and what you're saying is right. And they're just spending hours working on technology thing, and it's not gonna even go to space. Yeah, right.
they just do their job. They build that thing, and they think that will go into space. And don't forget, they don't know what their managers know, and
they don't know what their managers are. They do know what their managers are. Oh my god.
Managers don't know what the director knows, because it's all compartmentalized. They do their job, go home, and get paid real good wages for it.
So you're saying that NASA is spending its small budget on building technology that's not going to even be used? Like, they have little money already. If they're going to build contraptions like that, they would have a good reason to build it.
And it doesn't take millions of people to fake space or to keep the lie going. All you need.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't take millions of people. Like flat earthers, they lie about flat earth and space is fake, and they still kept the lie going. I mean, only 0.1% population believes it, but the lie is still going somehow.
All you need are a handful of people right at the top. All military organizations follow a need-to-know basis structure. They only know what they've been told. And yes, they go to elaborate lengths to keep this lie going. And it is hard to believe. And to Joe Bloggs on the street, this is incomprehensible that governments could lie to their people. But the cold truth of the matter is that these governments and agencies fake space.
So what have you done this video to provide evidence for space is fake? Well, you just said the story of them about going to space, and you just added, oh, but they were faking it the whole time and stuff, while showing no evidence that space is fake.
They will keep on doing this until...
You know what, Multit0mt0m? You're fired. Right the hand. You're now hired. Right the hand. You're now hired. Okay. The second law of thermodynamics is word salad at its core. Let's see your video then.
Alright, this is, somebody please help, okay? So we have the second law of thermodynamics, right? The second law of thermodynamics states that the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time. We're just going to leave it at that, okay? One more time. Second law of thermodynamics states that the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time. Okay, so we got to start breaking all those words down, right? Because entropy, we don't know what it means, right? So we're going to go to entropy. Now, entropy is the unavailability of a system's thermal energy. Now, thermal, right? What is that? Right? I tried. The best thing I can get for temperature is a measure of the warmth or coldness of an object or substance with reference to some standard value. Right? You look up heat, it says warm. You look up warm, it says temperature. You look up hot, it says temperature. So temperature, the only thing I can get for thermal in any capacity was warmth or coldness of an object, right? Then we had energy, right? The ability. Okay, so I wrote it all out. I wrote just that first part. I redefined everything, right? So I actually broke down the words to what it means, and this is how it reads out. The total unavailability of a system's measure of the warmth or coldness of an object or substance with reference to
What's a no you doing there?
some standard values. Ability to do work cannot decrease over time. Hang on, I gotta get rid of this noun here. We'll read it.
So, okay. Where are you going with this?
One more time. It's just absolute fucking ridiculous nonsense. Okay, the total unavailability of a system's measure of the warmth or coldness of an object or substance with reference to some
Yeah, okay. You saying it's word salad because you don't understand what it's saying? Sounds totally legit. Okay. What am I doing? Going back to Nathan Thompson. I can't find any other flurfs that uploaded anything either A, interesting to debunk, or B, isn't like an hour long. That's a flat earther's tactic I've noticed. Like, they will just put like an hour long video because nobody wants to debunk that. The full version of it anyway. Like Quantum Eraser and Nathan Oakley, their whole channel at this point is just a bunch of debates. So I can't debunk those. And I can't think of any other flurfs to debunk. And now I'm back to Nathan Thompson, and he's that everybody supports Satan conspiracy. Yay, so much fun.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see just how evil NASA is. First, we're going to look at Earth's orbital speed around the sun. How fast does Earth move around the sun? 66,600 miles per hour. Speed of
66,000 miles per hour. Okay. Nothing wrong with
the
that.
globe's orbit. Next, curvature in 1 mile squared. According to Pythagorean theorem, 0.67 feet of drop. 8 inches converted to feet is 0.66667 feet. Curvature in 1 mile squared. Check. Earth's axial tilt, 23.4. But when you take 23.4 and subtract it from 90, a right angle, you get, believe it or not, 66.6 again.
Wow, they use six. It's a coincidence. Wow, it's definitely not like a coincidence or anything. Yes, it's a coincidence that there's a lot of sixes plus. There's a lot of sixes plus like the last one, 90 divided by 6. That was on a loose thread. Like I can. Oh my god. Just because that there's like a lot of sixes does not mean NASA supports Satan. Oh my god. This is why I hate debunking Nathan Thompson. It's always about like everybody's satanic worship or something. NASA does not support Satan, as far as I know. Like maybe one employee might support Satan. I don't know. There's something called the Satan Church, but NASA, they're not supporting Satan and not making their own conspiracy world. You're actually the one making your own fantasy world because there's lots of evidence against flat earthers and lots of evidence against this globe.
Axial tilt confirmed. Now let's take a look at the Antarctic and Arctic circles. Oh, would you like that? 66.6 degrees north and 66.6 degrees south. Now let's go over the diameter of the moon. This is a new one. I actually didn't know. It's 2,160 miles, but you take 6 times 6 times 6. There you go. 2160.
Okay, again, this one's hanging by loose threads.
The surface temperature of Uranus. Oh, there you go.
It's actually pronounced Uranus.
Negative 216, which is 6 times 6 times 6. 216. Oh, you thought we were done. Let's do Pluto's orbital velocity. Scroll down here. Oh, there we go. 666. The speed of sound in knots. Speed of sound. Oh, well, look at that. 666 knots.
So now we're debunking
The Earth's circumference.
So now we're debunking measurements. NASA is not in charge of the measurements. You do know that, right? NASA was not the one who invented measuring things. That was people before us that invented. NASA themselves did not invent these measuring systems. But oh no, do not attack the old civilizations. They apparently knew that the Earth is flat and we're right, according to what you believe. Like, you're using measurements. Oh, like, it's a coincidence that these things have 3 6s in it. That's it.
In nautical miles? Oh, 21,600. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, 600 times 6 times 6. Another coincidence, 21,600. How far is Mars?
That is a coincidence. Plus, you're saying that NASA's inventing measurements. You're like, measurements are now Satan's cult or something. Oh my god. How far is Mars from the sun? Oh, I know this one. 227 million miles. I mean kilometers.
Mars from the sun. 1.666
Astronomical units. Yeah, it's that far.
astronomical units. Now let's look at Ceres' synodic period.
Okay, first let me tell you, if they invented all of this, and they included that many 6/6s, would you think that they would have put it there? If they want everybody to believe it, they wouldn't be putting Satan's number over and over and over again. But there's a lot of 6/6s, as you've shown me. So it seems that NASA didn't invent this thing. You know why? Because, space is real and the Earth is round.
And just as you expected, 666. Again. The devil's in the details, ladies and gentlemen. Saturn's orbital distance in kilometers. Let's take a look at the numbers.